Senate Bill 8. Imagine this. Imagine your county sheriff is told by the state that they must keep asking a federal agency for permission to do a job. And once they get that permission, the county has to help pay for it even if local leaders and voters disagree. What the bill says it does? Senate Bill 8 says it helps keep communities safe by encouraging cooperation between local sheriffs and federal immigration authorities and by offering grants to help cover costs. What it actually does? This means sheriffs in counties with more than 100,000 people are required to ask for and accept federal immigration enforcement agreements if offered, while county leaders lose the ability to fully control sheriff budgets. This means state officials gain more power over local law enforcement decisions, while local voters and commissioners lose influence over how their tax dollars are spent. Who benefits? Sheriff's departments that receive new state funds, state officials who gain more control over local enforcement policy, and advocacy groups pushing for stronger federal immigration enforcement, vendors and contractors who provide training, equipment, and jail related services. Who pays the price? County governments that lose budget flexibility, local taxpayers who may cover long term costs once temporary grants run out, and large counties that must comply but are not eligible for state grant money. Families and communities affected by increased detention and enforcement. Why it matters. When local leaders cannot adjust budgets or set priorities, decisions move farther away from the people who live with the consequences. If funding is temporary but the mandate is permanent, the costs do not disappear. They shift onto counties, property taxes, and reduce funding for other local needs like roads, health services, or schools. Questions to ask lawmakers. Why force counties into a permanent mandate if the funding to support it is temporary and limited? Why restrict county commissioners from adjusting sheriff budgets instead of trusting local voters and leaders? Would you support adding strong reporting or review periods so Texans can see the long-term impacts? Bottom line, Senate Bill 8 shifts power away from local communities and locks counties into long-term costs while giving the state more control over local law enforcement decisions.